When people are beginning their estate planning journey, they're often considering different strategies and tools to use. And so the question can often come up of, should I do a will first or should I do a trust first, or do I need both? And often it really depends on what you've got going on. That's a pretty typical lawyer response. It depends. Usually it's not, do I need a will or a trust? It's, do I need a will or do I need a trust and will? And so we never just dispose of the utility of a will. It's that the will is meant to do less in a trust plan. Now, some people will start with will planning. They will create a more basic estate planning strategy because their needs are more basic. Think people who are younger with young kids, minimal equity in their real estate and those sort of things, but also really high risk tolerance, that they're pretty sure that nothing's going to happen in the short term. They're more inclined to maybe do just will planning. Later on, as asset value grows, equity grows, the kids get older, we get older, we may reconsider that strategy and add a trust to that plan. It's not that we scrap the entirety of what we already created. It's basically adding an additional function, a new tool, and modifying the way that the will works. And so in a trust plan, we still need a will, but we're really just using that will as a catch-all to essentially name the trust and make sure that everything ends up in the trust at the end of the day. And so planning strategies can evolve over time, and often the complexity of planning, the appropriateness of planning is going to shift based on what you've got going on. Sometimes it's like a bell curve. Starts really simple, becomes more complex, and then becomes simple again. And so it's not a one-size-fits-all proposition, and each of these tools are going to work differently for you. And it's not one-size-fits-all, set it and forget it. A tool in your 20s is going to be more appropriate, and it may not be appropriate in your 40s or 50s.